Well, hello everyone, it's Liam Catterson here with more Veronica Mars as we're on episode number 10 of Season 2 and nearly halfway through. I believe we're almost halfway through, of this season. So, yes, and what a moment we are hitting in regards to what's currently going on in terms of storyline, especially with the ending of the last episode in mind. Even if it was my number one hunch, you've got to anticipate for the ramifications that does unfold, of course, with Veronica discovering that Meg is pregnant, but also not discovering the fact that she's also awake. So, and again, I pondered the idea on how long she has been awake because, especially with the whole pregnancy situation, it does make sense if she's going to try and think of ways that she might want to keep this baby, but not let her parents have a handle on things, because we know what her parents are like based on episode 7. So we'll just have to wait and see what does happen, because like I said, there's going to be ramifications, I feel like, especially if most likely option Duncan is indeed the father. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So with that said, let's get into episode number 10 of season 2 of Veronica Mars. Let's go.
My holiday spirit has yet to kindle.
There you are.
Looks a bit grim.
Here I am.
I didn't even see you this morning, and I kinda, sort of hoped I could carry your books to class.
Oof.
Secret illegitimate child gestating in the womb of your comatose ex-girlfriend affects neither you nor me.
Oof.
I'm fine with it.
Fine.
Hola, boyos.
Oh, heck.
Hope I'm not spoiling a tender moment here.
We don't need your contributions, Dick.
If you're not coming because of tension here, there's a chance an old flame might be there.
Jesus Christ.
Didn't you hear? Meg, she woke up.
That's the news has
woke.
So
just saying.
news has worked its way around.
From Sheriff Lamb right before lunch. The Aaron Eccles, Lily Kane sex tapes have been stolen from the evidence room.
Oh, shit!
Originals and copies?
From separate safes, no less.
Is there a sign of break-in?
Who the hell?
This pretty much has to be an inside deal. Only an official, independent inquest on behalf of the city.
I'm flattered, but am I really the guy you want, given my history with the department?
You're the right guy.
You're our only
precisely
hope, Keith Mars.
because of your history with the department. Please, Keith. What do you say?
I mean, that's it, though. He was the laughingstock when he knew that there was something more when it came to Lily's death. And he still came out the knight in shining armor. He still came out of this whole situation as, everyone was apologizing. Everyone was like, I owe you an apology. I wasn't aware of your game. Everyone suddenly realized they don't know shit. And now this whole thing has been thrown into jeopardy, really. So it's like this whole situation of Keith Mars, you are our only hope.
The sinner who knocked up their daughter, they don't want you involved. They want you gone.
They want him sent to
The
hell.
lawyers are digging up all this stuff on your medical history.
Oh,
your
wow.
Blackouts, and just ask for just one small favor. No. If anything happens to me, don't let them do it. Don't let them send the baby away.
Oh,
And no
man.
matter what, don't let them keep it.
That's it, though. We don't want her parents having a handle on things. Knowing what we know.
With my sincere regrets.
Oh.
Chocolate chip mint or butter pecan?
Oh, crap.
Oh, no! Get both. Double on the ice cream. I'm gonna be needing a lot of ice cream. Jury duty. Oh. The hits just keep coming for V.
Would anyone object to letting the young lady serve as our foreman? Be a nice chance for her to learn about civic responsibility and the justice
Why are we
system.
picking on Veronica? She's had enough shit today.
Great. All in favor of Ms. Mars as foreman, raise your hands.
Really?
The Neptune Sheriff's Department is a locked-down, squared-away citadel of security.
And I say that's bullshit.
But you can pretty much catch my drift. I run a tight ship, Keith.
And you look good doing it.
That's why they elected me, Keith. So I'm gonna need unrestricted access.
There's gonna
to
be
your
people
staff at all
swooning,
times.
no doubt.
Neptune families. They are charged with aggravated assault.
Oh,
In the
shit.
November 5th beating of Anissa Villapando, age 25. As the prosecution tells it, Anissa missed her bus after getting off work at the Elite Touch car wash in downtown Neptune and decided to hitchhike. She was picked
they
up
took
by McKinnon and
advantage.
Hayes.
They got so aggressive, she became frightened and tried to leave.
Hayes then supposedly pulled out a gun and forced her back inside where McKinnon punched and kicked her.
Bloody
Hayes
hell.
put the gun...
She is no victim, but rather a hooker who offered them a three-way for $80. But before they
Of course
could get
they're
down to
gonna,
business,
like,
a young African-American man,
amplify their
apparently
story.
her pimp, kicked the door in, fired 2 shots into the ceiling, and ordered them out. The boy Miles, who identifies himself as Anissa's pimp. Mr. Miles turned himself in to police after hearing that a man fitting his description was spotted fleeing the crime scene. His story
Really
matches the boy's
compromised.
version to a T.
Ooh.
How'd I do?
Very open and shut.
Our vote is 11 innocent, 1 guilty.
Ooh.
I guess we'll all see each other first thing in the morning.
Well, it's like I said.
Yep,
these
very
rooms are
open and
monitored
shut.
closely in compliance with new security upgrades.
This is gonna be
such
a
as
long
bringing
holiday
key
season.
And contractors in Bangalore. Care to tell them why their CEO couldn't show?
And while you're at it, tell the
Just
sports
send the
fans of
deputy.
Neptune while the mind
Oh,
of Madison
God.
Harwell is missing from the airways.
As a divorced mother of 2 taking unpaid
Look,
leave from
everyone's
her
got their
craft waitress
issues.
job, could I
So I'll be straight with you, too. Is the racial stuff affecting your vote?
What the hell? Oh.
Fine. But can you give
That
us
was your
one
first
solid
thing
reason
to jump
we should
to?
see this girl's story as even remotely credible?
Since tampering, I never stopped to think what those tapes are worth.
Exactly. Black market. All that shit.
Scarce these days.
Yeah.
Keith.
These two gonna work together.
You gonna be letting those 2 little frat boys walk for beating down a poor Mexican chick from our hood?
Can't
Oh,
talk about
boy.
this while the trial's still on.
Yeah, of course not. We wouldn't want to prejudice you or nothing. You take care, Veronica.
I don't like Thumper. Thumper, like, I've already got my suspicions, but the way that he is so threatening towards her. But that's it. The woman might be in the innocence.
Beat some poor gal and shot off a gun. Stick around so long before getting away.
That's it, though. Like, you can feel like it's gonna go from one to the other.
We've been contacted about the Aaron Eccles sex tapes. You know who else they approached? Didn't know. But the bids are coming in fast. Dare I ask?
Boy.
Current high? $500,000.
What the fuck?
Thanks, Lloyd.
To save Daddy Dearest. Lily's killer?
I'm just making sure I have every pertinent bit of information.
I'll tell
Maybe
you
if there was a
I hear anything
Dr.
pertinent,
Jekyll and Mr.
I'll get
Hyde.
back at you.
The name's not Dude. It's Mr. Mars.
Respect your elders. There we go. Oh my god. It's gonna go from one extreme to the other in terms of the initial, like, verdict, isn't it?
Thanks for doing all this, honey.
Thank the 3 energy drinks. Merry
Oh,
Christmas,
shit.
Pops.
You drinking wine now?
No. God bless us, everyone.
I love this!
Computer you got me 2 years ago?
Yeah, on the outside, yes.
But the
But this old
specs.
beast has a new heart pulsing inside her. I'm talking 512 gigawatts of RAM, an 80-something or other hard drive.
You don't know what you're saying, do you?
No! And even so, that wouldn't sound very impressive. 512 gigawatts. Gigawatts. Gigabytes. Which again. Oh man. I mean, 512 gigabytes of RAM would be insane. And that laptop would just blow itself up. But oh man. It's just so funny. Keith not really vibing with the tech lingo.
Stories from 1999 dated about 2 months apart, and the man pictured in both stories, Carnell Miles.
Very
same
convenient
guy who
timing,
now identifies
right?
himself as Anissa Villalpando's pimp. Is there anyone in this town who doesn't know which trial I'm on?
Keith, that timing was impeccable. Just saying.
He got drafted by the Bengals.
So how'd he end up a pimp?
First day of training camp, he blew out his knee.
Ooh.
Miss Foreman?
Wait.
Any idea how this no cartilage having ex-jock managed to leap over that wall?
Exactly what I was thinking. If he fucked his knee, yeah, he's not going to be doing anything extreme, is he?
2 rich white boys from doing time.
But there's still the gun. Nothing ties it to the defendants.
Yeah, but we don't
We
know.
all saw it in the hands of the guy running from the motel.
And then yeah. What about the
The
prince?
gun belonged to Anissa,
Protecting herself?
whom she calls after the attack, and who is seen fleeing the scene 12 minutes later with a gun.
So aside from the theory you just yanked out of your imagination.
Hey, you're not the foreman
what
here.
ties the gun to Ms. Villapando?
Process of elimination.
Vote for conviction. No matter what, you tell the judge this jury's hung.
Oh my god. Oh.
It's Mr. Mars to you.
Yeah, he knows. Sorry, dude. It's gotta be really, really apocalyptic in his mind to watch. Like, his dad yeah. Really? Really low? I mean, this is gonna... This is evidence, though, and you're gonna destroy him?
Defiling the love of my life.
That's it, I get
He
it.
says he hates his father. You sure did him a huge favor.
Well, I've seen the tapes. I could testify against him as well as anyone else.
You can also go to jail. This is a serious crime.
Yeah, you're corrupting evidence.
How did you manage to buy those tapes for 1/10 of their market price?
Yeah, well,
Why,
especially...
sir? I've always depended upon the kindness of strangers.
No kindness at the sheriff's department.
Yeah.
I seriously doubt it.
Did God just speak to you?
Oh, God.
Sir, I think that's a bit out of line.
You're right. I apologize. You know what? I'm changing my vote too.
To be fair, he does look like Ned Flanders, doesn't he? You hear him saying, "Did God speak to you?"
Of sugar plums, trusting their fate in a jury that doesn't kowtow.
What's this piece of shit hiding? There's surely dirt on him.
Let me take this moment to thank you. I learned a lot about civic responsibility.
Oh.
The tuition, Hearst, is a bit pricey.
We have some very generous scholarship and grant programs. You're our kind of student.
That's it. That businessman was like,
And a freshly vandalized
I wonder who this could be.
Socially speaking, looks like I'm right back where I was a year ago.
Bit immature to be
Somehow,
CEO.
I don't think I'd...
Can you step in here for a moment? I need to speak with you.
No.
What's up, Keith?
Tell me about your little sister.
Oh, shit.
A really rough time in public school. She's getting picked on. She's falling way behind.
You
I
need
wanna
the
send her to
money.
private school where she can get special care, but
Yeah.
It's rough, Leo. But I still don't see how you can justify what you've done.
Yeah, I don't... He's gonna get fucked by this, but... Oh, but... Yeah, you might want a better education for her. That's not a reason to take the tapes. I get he's trying to help his sister, and yeah. And I've been there, like, when it comes to, struggling and all of that. I do sympathize. It's not the way to go about it, but... Oh, he is, he's gonna be so screwed, isn't he?
he made it clear that he just wanted them destroyed.
And so you helped him out.
You know, I can't just let you slide on this one, Leo.
No.
I know.
Meg died.
A blood clot dislodged and made its way to her heart.
What the fuck?
The baby?
What the
girl,
fuck?
she survived.
Same old Year's Eve. Because that new, implying all that hope and promise, it's not fooling anyone.
New year, new me!
Okay, babe. I'm hitting the
Holy
bunkhouse.
shit, Meg!
Dad, you missed the ball.
Hey!
Happy New Year.
She needs this. Oh.
And to the traditional strain of Old Lang Syne,
Veronica needed this big time, needed this one. Oh.
Okay.
Glad.
I'm a sucker. I'll give this New Year thing one last chance.
Yeah. There is always hope, isn't there? But yeah, I mean, I just can't help but process the idea of like Meg just dying and all of that, and yeah, it's a bit of a bittersweet ending, isn't it? I mean, I'm so happy that like not just Wallace has come back after a few episodes of absence. Yeah. But there is, of course, and him and Veronica have made up, but yeah, there is that, of course, that whole situation of, yeah. But that's the thing, though, she even warned Veronica if something were to happen to her, but I didn't even think much of it, because I'm like, there's no way. I mean, she just came around in her coma, from her coma, should I say. There's no way they're going to kill her off here, right? Shit. Man, this was a juicy episode. Yeah. Holy shit. But that's it though. Like, I had a feeling with the jury duty thing, it is going to be one of those things where the majority vote says one thing, and then there's that one vote that might cause a headache for everyone else, and that headache's going to grow till it overlaps the initial majority, right? I had a feeling that was going to be the case. It's done a few times and all of that, so yeah. But yeah, I mean, that CEO had to waver, but he wasn't too thrilled about it, so yeah. Yeah, we're great. I mean, it was only a matter of time before Wallace was going to come back, and I guess now is as good as time as any because of how, yeah, how sad the circumstances are when it comes to Meg's death. So, I guess we did get that kind of closure when it came to her story, though, when it comes to her and Veronica, because, I mean, it did suck that they were not on great terms before the bus accident. And it was really, really great that they did repair that bridge. See, it's so interesting because I know that there are scenarios where a person feels like they know their time is up. Like they can sense it, that they know that they don't have that long left. And with the way that Meg was approaching Veronica in terms of amending that like rift between them, and even warning her if anything were to happen to me, it can kind of feel like she knew that something was going to happen. So yeah, and of course, a blood clot she could not have anticipated for. So yeah, it just does suck though. And now it just feels really, really touch and go, doesn't it? In terms of Meg's kid, because of the fact that obviously there is going to be that warning. I even said coming into this episode that there is going to, like, with Meg coming around and all of that. One has to think of the idea that she must have conjured up ideas on how to protect her kid from her parents, because we know what they are like. And that was further addressed in this episode when she was talking about plans, talking about, ideas to ensure that her own parents don't get a handle on things, don't get to dictate shit, because they will. They will try their best because of how abusive they are. So, yeah, it's a really, really rough scenario, and now things have escalated with Meg's death. So I feel like next episode's going to be very, very focused on what happens to the baby in terms of Duncan stepping up. Because that's it, though. Even though that they are very, very strict and all of that, and Duncan has seen that firsthand when it came to both Duncan and Veronica breaking into that house in episode 7. Yeah, even though he's seen it firsthand, it's going to be a matter of him putting his foot down and really, really challenging them. And of course, there have been moments where Duncan has been there has been room for concern in terms of Duncan's attitude and all of that in the past, of course. So we need to kind of see that in play when it comes to, because these assholes need to be put in their place. They now feel like they can get to decide shit with Meg dying because Meg is their daughter, without taking into account of the father's feelings whatsoever. He like they even said that they don't want him anywhere near the kid because because even though that Duncan's probably going to mean well and all of that, but again, we've seen what they are like, and we need Duncan to bring the wrath of God, to just blast them to smithereens or something like that, just because they can't have their hands on that kid, because and that's it though. Like, I don't know. I've like obviously Veronica and Meg had the little heart talk and all of that, and there is that warning in terms of she doesn't want abuse to fall on her kid, and that's surely got to be something that's playing in Duncan's mind, right, in terms of, well, they're going to abuse this kid, and Meg's not going to be able to do anything with her being dead, so he's going to have to really, really bring this ferocious side to him, because with these assholes, they will have no limits whatsoever. So he's got to have to fight fire with fire, as Duncan, in order to make sure that that kid is protected, because it won't be, because the girl won't be under the hands of Meg's parents, big time. So we'll just have to wait and see where things go. But yeah, like I said, bittersweet episode. Like, from the beginning, it was quite, it was quite Debbie Downer. It was like hit after hit after hit, with Veronica finding out about the pregnancy, and even jury duty. It was a Debbie Downer, wasn't it? On Christmas as well. Who would have thought? But yeah, like I said though, I had a feeling when it came to the initial verdict on defendants being innocent, it would shift to them being guilty. It's gonna be like it's just so funny how they set it up. Like, yeah, it's definitely gonna be very open and shut, isn't it? Definitely, they are setting this up just for it to be, over and done with within a few minutes, right? Now, obviously, they could have had this shortened, this whole jury duty situation, but I think it's very, very important to detail the significance of this discrimination that is falling on. Anissa was her name? I think it was, yeah, like, just thinking back to Invincible, actually, where there is a character called Anissa, so yeah. You just got to think about the discrimination that is falling onto Anissa, and how these two two rich white boys are just gonna be, swimming in luxury, and nothing wrong could be falling on them. So yeah, and I mean, you even had a little appearance from Thumper. Like I said, he's still on my shit list. So yeah, but I think underlying his kind of threatening demeanor there when it came to that approach to Veronica, which, you know, like I said, I mean, you know, obviously you can't really try to dictate Veronica's mindset, really. So yeah, and Veronica is a very, very powerful figure anyways. I think there is, of course, concern about, we're just going to overlook the facts and all of that because it's classism, basically, at the end of the day. Especially with how rich these two kids are. And Anissa was she was working at a car wash, wasn't she? So, not exactly a job that really pays, you know, the levels of acting or musician or whatever that pays in, you know, boatloads. So yeah, and of course Thumper and, you know, his gang, they're gonna be and we've seen it before, they're going to be under the they're going to be thrown to the side by the rich and powerful, and yeah, and that's definitely. I mean, you even had the one antagonist in that jury room who was, shocker, a rich white CEO. Shocker. And he was the only who was the only one who was trying to put up a fight. I mean, he did cave ultimately, but he still didn't go down without a fight in terms of, oh, they will appeal and all that shit. So yeah, and I think he even tarnished Veronica's car, which just shows he's a man-child basically. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, you had different people from different classes and, you know, different ethnicities and all of that, change their minds and all of that over the course. And then you've got this one rich white CEO who's, you know, who will throw out insults and all of that, whether it's very derogatory or whether, you know, he called Veronica Barbie and all of that, probably because of the blonde hair, very original. Yeah, you have this one person who is always going to try and be the killjoy in this whole situation. But like I said, I mean, I felt like from the very get-go that it was going to be, okay, well, it's a clear, open, shut case. It'll be easy. It'll be like we'll get this done within 5 minutes. It's just a little blip. It's never going to be that case, isn't it? It's going to be drawn out, and there's going to be very much conviction in terms of, yeah, well, these guys that are like have this idea that they're in the clique, they're not really. And Anissa was yeah, I mean, just seeing the bruises and all of that on Anissa when it came to the initial scene was just, yeah. So, but of course, getting the facts out there, it was a chance for Veronica to put her skills in a different light, wasn't it? Because, I mean, this is something that's, I mean, to be fair, jury duty is not exactly, I mean, it's a rant. You get picked and all of that for this, you know, for this occasion, initial occasion, and yeah. So, and it's like I said, a chance for Veronica to kind of utilize her skills in a kind of different scenario, and I think it worked out really, really well. So yeah. But it also worked out well in terms of showing the stubbornness of the CEO as well, because he should not have put Veronica. Like, from the very moment, I'm like, oh, this could be bad, because we know what Veronica's like. She's very talented. She's very, like, she shines so much. And again, I had a feeling that, oh, this whole open and shut case was not going to be so open and shut. Very open shut. Very much. Yeah, sure. Especially prompting the idea of, okay, jury duty, Veronica Mars, new setting for her to utilize her skills in order to figure out what really happened. And it kind of gives her a bit more power as well, because of the, you know, whole idea of the fact that well, this is going to apply onto these defendants and all of that, and we're going to kind of dictate if they are innocent or guilty. So of course, you do need the assistance of 11 others, and some might be more challenging than others, like the stupid CEO. But yeah, I mean, you had people gradually from the very get-go change their minds once things seemed to be very, very once things did work in favor for Anissa. So yeah, but yeah, it was really, really interesting to go into that whole scenario. But I think the thing that really, really did spark so much intrigue was obviously the stolen tapes. Mainly because of the events of what happened in terms of, especially in terms of who was the one that was responsible for the tapes, because you had Leo being revealed to have helped Logan out in order to for Leo to help his sister out. And that's it. I do sympathize with Leo. I do. And that's it. It's not like he is a nefarious character or anything like that. But the problem is, this is going to do more damage than good, if anything. I mean, not just to his own career, as we saw him had his gun and badge over at the end of the episode, but it's also jeopardizing Lily's legacy, really, in terms of the fact that, well, this could look favorably for Aaron. And again, we talk about the rich and how entitled they are and how much power they have. And of course, Lily was from a rich family as well. But the point is that, Aaron's gonna walk free and all of that. And yeah, he has so much power. He has so much notoriety before he got arrested and all of that. So yeah, but it's just, yeah, I sympathize with Leo. I really do. I just think that was a really, really stupid mistake from Leo. So yeah, and as someone who has special needs and has struggled in mainstream schools, I get it. Okay, I do get it. The problem is, of course, is the fact that he is jeopardizing a lot of things in order to help his sister out. So it's rough, because I do want to like Leo, and don't get me wrong, Leo has been a really, really neat character and all of that, but yeah, it's just it's like, what are you do? What are we thinking, Bud? Come on. So yeah. So yeah, and this is this is not just an episode that writes off Meg, but Leo, I imagine, as well. So yeah, but yeah, Leo, this was not right. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, with Logan's side of things as well, trying to destroy the tapes and all of that, I mean, obviously, that's a bit of a no-no as well. And I get it as well, because you saw how broken he was. That watching those tapes must have been the most, I don't know, one of the most painful experiences he's gone through. Yeah. And I do get it that he doesn't want Lily's memory to be inevitably, like, because those tapes will inevitably find their way on the internet, and that's just going to make him sick. That's what she'll be known for, and it's just going to be absolutely sick to his stomach. But again, it's just the fact that this is a situation that will damn Aaron in regards to, well, that evidence, and if those tapes are destroyed and all of that, then well, so is Lily's justice for Lily, really. So yeah, but it was quite the jam-packed episode. So yeah, like I said, I feel like next episode's going to be really, really important in terms of looking out for Meg's baby, in terms of Duncan having to put his foot down and having to go all hellfire on Meg's parents, because we know how cruel they are. We know how abusive they are. And someone really needs to show them their place. Especially in regards to Meg's worries of what will inevitably happen because of, like I said, the fact that Meg's parents are just bastards. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, great stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!